She's a freedom fighter who's put her life on the line to stand up for equal rights for women. Women can't vote in Saudi Arabia. They can't drive. They can't leave the house alone without a male escort.
Maggie, I get it, okay?
Actress Tina Majorino plays Maggie Harris on the new TNT suspense drama Legends. Maggie's the newest member of an elite branch of the FBI. They go really deep undercover to solve some crimes, but they also have some big secrets. Now, you know Tina for some of her other big roles, movies like Napoleon Dynamite, When a Man Loves a Woman, and the show Veronica Mars. And she's with us today. Welcome.
Thank you.
So, wow, I watched the opening episode, and even before the introductory credits or whatever it's called, there's explosions, there's helicopters, there's a whole lot. It just grabs you.
It really does. It's a super action-packed show, and it's Sean Bean, so he never does anything bad. He's amazing in this show.
Let's talk about his character, because he plays somebody who takes on different personas and sort of loses himself.
Yeah, it's a very interesting concept because it reminds me a little bit of Born Identity.
Exactly.
Where you he's so committed to this mission, because it's not a job, that's really a life mission, that it really blurs those lines of who am I, what's my real identity, because he's so committed to it. He has a purpose in his life, and he's trying to keep everybody safe, and you know, it's easy to lose yourself in that.
And you play Maggie, and you're kind of a techie.
Kind of.
Really perky. Is that you in real life? Are you a techie? No?
I'm not techie at all.
How do you get the lingo down?
That's really difficult for me because I'm not the best with technology, and people are always disappointed by that because I played Mac in Veronica Mars, who is also, she was more like a computer hacker.
You're so convincing, see?
Thank you. So I guess I'm doing my job. Yeah, I'm not that good at it, but you know, you try to do as much research as you can. You ask a lot of questions so that you actually know what you are explaining in the scene, so that I look like I know what I'm doing.
And these are FBI agents.
Correct.
Did you study any agents? Did you go visit the FBI? Any research for the role?
I took the FBI physical training test. Yeah.
What does that mean?
It was insane. I trained for 4.5 months, and I took it and I passed, which I was really proud of. I didn't do fantastically well, but it was really important for me because that's so far outside of my wheelhouse. I've obviously never studied anything having to do with law enforcement of any kind. So I had a great time doing that research, and it gave me a very tangible understanding of what these people are really doing with their lives. I mean, it's physically taxing, it's mentally taxing, it's a huge undertaking. It was really intense and fun, and a big investment for me. You know? Yeah,
and do you actually think about that sort of thing when you're on set?
Yes, absolutely.
You draw from that?
Yeah, I think that it's important. That's one of the best parts of my job, is that I'm getting to experience these different ways of life that I would never normally experience that. So I really like to dive into it and make sure that I'm representing whoever I'm playing as best that I can.
And you started out acting so very young, and then you took a couple years off. During that time off, did you think about doing anything else?
I did. I actually thought that I was going to be a dancer. So I grew up dancing, and when I was ready, I was really tired I had been working since I was 2.5.
Yeah.
And then I took a hiatus from acting at about 14. I wanted to go to school, and I went to college and all of that kind of stuff, and I really thought I was going to be a dancer. I don't like to commit myself to anything unless I'm in it 110%, and I needed to grow up a little bit. I wanted to have a real life and have some experience to pull from if I ever decided to go back to acting. So
We're so glad you came back. Fell in love with you in Napoleon Dynamite. The 10-year anniversary is coming up. Did you know when you were making the film that it was going to be such a cult hit?
No, definitely not.
No idea?
No idea. None of us did. What was great about it was that it was a passion project for everybody. So we went out to Idaho, we shot this thing because we all believed that it was funny, and we wanted to make a good film, and that was just icing on the cake that it ended up being so successful and well received. Like, that's amazing. I never could have expected that, ever.
And it's kind of the movie that you watch over and over again. The first time I watched it, I didn't get it. The second time, just loved it.
That's good. I'm glad that you gave it a second time around.
And a third and a fourth.
Yeah. People either really love it the first time or they hate it. Because they just, like, they're like, what is going on in this movie? But I think it's really fun.
I'm in the love column. Thank you very much.
You
Thanks
so
for being
much.
here. Good luck.